Hello everyone. Today we'll do the subject history of grade 6 and our chapter number 7 is India during Maurya period. See, in last chapter we have discussed about Janapadas, Mahajanapadas and the establishment of Maurya period. But in this chapter we will discuss about India during Maurya period. So let us start with foreign invasion. What is the meaning of invasion? Invasion means occupy, capture. Rise of Magadha Empire conquered Gandhar and Sindh. Means the time when there are rising of Magadha Empire. In rising of Magadha Empire, the king name was Daryush and it is Iranian emperor. Okay, so they conquered the Gandhar and Sindh provinces. Development and diplomatic. While the rising of this empire, they started development. They also diplomatic, and afterwards or later, they started business relation with India and Iran. So this all comes under foreign invasion. How they rise the Magadha empire and provinces, and with the help of that provinces they extend or they expand their business relation from India to Iran. Now next is Alexander invasion. Alexander is the Greek king. He defeated Iranian emperor and then invaded India. So Alexander is the Greek king and he defeated Iranian emperor and afterwards he invaded India. Face fierce problem. The Indian king, they are very fierce, means forcefully they meet opposition king because they don't want to meet. But for running their administration, for war purpose, for any concern about kingdom, so they have to face with opposition king. Go back to Greece, deputing satraps, officers to administration. Alexander thought that he wants to go back to Greece again and he deputed satraps. Satraps means a provisional governor in the ancient Persian emperor. It is known as satraps and they started administration. He died 323 BCE. Alexander was dead in 323 BCE, and after the death of Alexander, struggle for power among Greek officials. Means after the death of Alexander, the people they are struggling for getting the power, for getting the post. Seleucus Nicator declared himself as the king of Babylon. After the death of Alexander, they are fighting, they are struggling for the power, and there one person whose name was Seleucus Nicator, he got himself as the king of Babylon. Babylon now in Iran. Increase trade. They increase their business, they expand, they extend their business trade boundaries from India to Greece. Greek sculpture influence Indian sculptures and they influence each other for sculpture, and they started Gandhara, the school of art. In that school they started to do sculpture, paintings, etc. Coins, they use coins. Everybody knows that coins have two sides. So they minting the coins. In one side they have the picture of Greek god and in the other side of the coin they have the image of the king. So they use that kind of coins. Next is Chandragupta Maurya. Now what Chandragupta Maurya was doing? Ended tyrannical rule of Dhananda and founded the Maurya rule in Magadha 325 BC. Chandragupta Maurya ended the tyrannical rule. Tyrannical rule means transgender rule. So he ended this rule of Dhananda and founded the Maurya rule in Magadha in the year of 325 BC. Rule extended up to Chandragupta Maurya rule extended the boundaries up to Avanti in Madhya Pradesh and Saurashtra in west. So he extended his rule in these provinces or in these areas also, or in these boundaries also. Chandragupta Maurya defeated Seleucus Nicator and he annexed or captured Kabul, Herat and Kandahar. Seleucus Nicator sent his ambassador. Ambassador means Rajdoot, Megasthenes to Chandragupta Maurya court. Now next is capital. Chandragupta is the capital of Pataliputra in present day Patna in Bihar. Succeeded by his son Bindusara Ashoka around 273 BC. Chandragupta Maurya succeeded by his son Bindusara. Then Bindusara was succeeded by his son Ashoka in the year or around 273 BC. Now next topic is Emperor Ashoka. How Emperor Ashoka founded? See, governor of Takshashila and Ujjain, Emperor Ashoka, or Ashoka was the governor of Takshashila and Ujjain. He also crushed the rebellion. Rebellion means opposition to one in authority or dominance. Empire extended. This Ashoka empire was extended to Kabul in northwest, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh in south, Bay of Bengal in east and Saurashtra in west. So they extended his boundaries in all directions. He also fought against Kalinga. Kalinga is the very vast war which was fought against Emperor Ashoka. That war was very terrible, very severe, very dangerous. So it has a terrible bloodshed, and after this he decided never to wage any wars. Next is, now afterwards he got the title, that is Devanam Piyo Piyadasi, means beloved of gods. Spread of Buddhism under Ashoka. In the period of Ashoka, they spread the Buddhism. Convened third Buddhist council at Pataliputra to deliberate upon tenets of Buddhism. It is also known as Bhikkhus. Pillar edicts. He erected pillar edicts and stone inscriptions. Inscriptions means writing. They also spread message. This Buddhism, they also spread message of love, truth, non-violence, compassion, forgiveness, mercy and kindness for animals also. Also restrict about animals. Next is sent monks. He also sent monks to other countries for spreading Buddhism. He also sent his son Mahendra and daughter Sanghamitra to Sri Lanka for spreading Buddhism. Now look at this. Public welfare activities. Public welfare activities means the thing which is helpful for people. So they started free hospitals for human beings and animals, for both. They also built roads and they planted trees on both sides. They also built dharmashalas. Dharmashalas means where the people are staying, means if they don't have their own house or if they are removed from their houses, so they stay in dharmashalas. And they also dug well for travelers. They also dug the well for travelers. Next is Maurya administration. So Maurya administration, it is divided into 4 administrative division. The first one is Eastern region, that is Toshali, now Odisha. Western region Ujjayani, now Madhya Pradesh. Southern region Suvarnagiri, that is Kanakagiri in Karnataka. Fourth one, northern region, that is Takshashila, Pakistan. So this all are 4 administrative division which is in Maurya administration. It has a council of ministers to advise the king, and they also help officials and efficient intelligence services. The people, they are very intelligent in their services and they help all the official work related to their administration. Next is life of the people. How the life of the people in Ashoka Emperor. So the basic or the main occupation was agriculture. They also have production of glazed pottery and shipbuilding in a very large scale industry. Artisans as well as traders had their guilds called Shrinis. Guilds means association. So they have their association with traders, artisans, merchants, etc. Functions and festivals. They also celebrate all the functions and festivals very happily. Next is art and literature. Progress. Architecture and sculpture has progress in reign of Ashoka. The art of rock cut developed. They also developed the cutting of the rock or sculpture. They also erected pillars, stupas and viharas. Stupas means a dome-shaped building and viharas means Buddhist temple. The Dharma Chakra or wheel on the Ashoka pillar at Sarnath has been adopted at the center of India's national flag. This Ashoka Chakra, we know that it is also known as Dharma Chakra. It is in our national flag. It is in the center of our national flag. Next is the lion capital on the Ashoka pillar at Sarnath is our national symbol. The pillar has lions in all 4 sides, but only 3 are visible from the front. And this is the official seal of Government of India. Next is one cave temple at Barabar in Bihar is the oldest among the cave architectures in India. Now the last is decline of the Maurya Empire. After the death of King Ashoka, Maurya Emperor has declined. There were new states and some emperors emerged with India, and in ancient time the largest empire was Maurya Empire.